Get that head coaching job for the Cleveland Browns. And you also get the real MVP for signing RG3, Robert Griffin III, because I think giving him another chance to showcase his talents in the National Football League, I think the Washington Redskins, the organization and that fan base gave up on RG3 way too fast, for Kirk Cousins, like Kirk Cousins is going to the Hall of Fame or something. But I digress. I don't want to bash Kirk Cousins. So you get the real MVP on this episode, Hue Jackson, for 1, taking the head coaching job for the Cleveland Browns, and for 2, signing Robert Griffin III. So Hue Jackson, kudos to you, my friend.
You the real MVP.
For my all things sport real MVP, I'm going to go to the NBA. I'm going to go to Turner Sports, and I'm going to go to the incomparable Craig Sager. Craig Sager, he does a lot of sideline interviews for Turner Sports, speaks with coaches about game plans, oftentimes where they're losing and they want absolutely nothing to do with Craig Sager, either that or because of the blazer and pants combination that he wears. As most of you may know, back in 2014, Mr. Sager was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, which is a very serious cancer, and he was given a few months to live by the doctors. So he missed the entire 2014 playoffs, most of the regular season, but then he was able to get a bone marrow transplant from his son, Craig Sager Jr., who gave a heartfelt interview in a game where he was doing a tribute to his dad. And now you see the coaches coming out giving Craig Sager big props and telling him, he's a fighter, keep fighting, and just how much of an amazing guy he is, because he is. You look at a guy with leukemia that comes out and still goes to work every day, because is he talking to NBA coaches? Yes, but it's still a job. And he goes out there with this, what's been diagnosed as a terminal illness. I think the doctors have now given him 3 to 6 months to live. And he still goes out there and does his job day in, day out, night in, night out, still wears those crazy suits. Craig Sager is a one-of-a-kind gentleman in the NBA world. And he not only does the NBA, he does the Olympics. He's planning to go out to Rio this summer and cover the Olympics still. And, if you have anything in your chest that pumps out blood, you feel for Craig Sager. You love Craig Sager. And I just want him to keep fighting, want him to know that we at the All Things Sport podcast are behind him. We're supporting, praying for him every day. For that, Mr. Sager, for going out and being a consummate professional and fighting back this cancer. You put it into remission once. I believe you can put it into remission again, buddy, and keep doing what you do and inspiring young professionals like myself to continue in this field. And for that, Mr. Sager,
you the real MVP.
Pierre, excellent debut for this segment, the real MVP. And just to piggyback off Craig Sager of your real MVP, cancer sucks, man. We lost our mother Dolores Banks to breast cancer, years ago. God rest her soul. So cancer is definitely a disease that affects so many lives. And Craig Sager, man, I'm with you. Keep fighting. Don't let don't let the doctors tell you when how much time you have left. That's up to the man upstairs, and just keep fighting, brother. Just keep fighting, man. With that being said, man, you won the real MVP. My real MVP had no, there's no comparison.
Craig Sager won the All Things Sport real MVP, and again, man, just for young professionals like ourselves, just starting out in this field and looking to guys like Craig Sager to see what to do, what not to do, get certain things from him, and just knowing in the back of our minds that he's battling this disease every day, this terminal disease every day, and still able to go out and do the things he does. I mean, you can't do anything but respect it, man. Craig Sager, we love you. We don't know you personally, but we love you, praying for you. Just keep fighting, man. And like Jimmy V said, don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Excellent way to end that segment. And not only are we ending this segment, man, we've come to the end of another great episode of the All Things Sport podcast. You know, every weekend is an adventure. Like I said earlier in the podcast, man, we don't write this stuff. I mean, sport, you know, it writes itself. We just, you know, report on it. We give our 2 cents, you know, on these topics, on these, you know, games or whatever we're talking about, man. And again, thank you all for listening to the All Things Sport podcast. Again, go to banksboy.com for the free download. Also, check out the YouTube channel and the blogs on banksboy.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Sports by Daimeon, SportsByDaimeon.
Follow myself on Instagram and Twitter as well at MIHumble. That's N_my_humble. And thank you again for all the support and love that you all have been showing us, man. It's amazing to see the outpour of just, you know, respect being shown to us and the podcast and the YouTube channel, the amount of love that we get on a weekly basis, regular basis. And we'll keep trying to continue to give you the best dang sports stories that we can give you. We always listen to feedback. We want to give you the stories that you want to hear. Check out banksboy.com. Send us an email. Let us know what you would like to see covered. We'll continue to give you what you want, to give you what you need. All things sport.
Well said, sir. And now it's time to say goodbye to all my little friends.
On behalf of my big bro, Daimeon Banks, I'm Pierre Banks.